Andy. Today we are going to make a Hong Kong dish, Pickled Vegi Flipped Pork, 梅菜扣肉. Okay, now this one is done. Wash it. So we want 2 squares and get any extra like this for other dish. Okay. Now put some holes on the skin. Okay, we'll get some dark soy sauce and then massage them on the skin. Then we need to let them dry. After dry up, apply again, dry up again, and will be good cut. Okay, the first round of dark soy sauce dried. So now we put second round. Because if you don't want to get your fingers black, you can always use a brush. Wait for this to dry and then we're going to deep fry the skin. Okay, so now we're gonna wash the pickled veggies. This has a lot of salt and like soil and dust in them because they sun dry it on the floor. So we need to wash them very carefully. It takes a long time to wash. Okay, and then let them soak for a little bit. Maybe for 10-15 minutes before we wash them first. Okay, so after soaking a while, we'll pick them up. And dump the water. Have to go many rounds. I can't say how many, but the standard is that when you pick it up from the pick them up from the water has no sand or mud in there. So we'll do this, and then we will kind of fold open the leaf a little bit because some sand or mud may be stuck in there. Show you, see all those dust, sand. So now we did some initial washing, then we will peel them off like this. This part you can use it for the flavor or you can throw it away. Like this edible, this part is not edible. It's too rough. Okay, now we are going to wash them like one by one. Okay, after rinsing every leaf, folding open or unfolding each leaf and rinsing, we're gonna do one final soak to make sure there's no more sand or dust at the bottom of the water. So you see there's like little pieces of the remain of the veggie, but there's no more dust at the bottom. You can like touch it to verify that there's no sand or dust at the bottom. Okay, and then now we're going to do this, okay? And then twist it like a towel. Twist out most of the water. Don't like go so hard that you mush the veggie. Just enough that most water come out. Okay. Now we'll cut them into little pieces. No need to be like very precise, just for the more solid one of the stem around like this is good, and the leaf can be bigger, doesn't matter. Okay, and these ones we can like cut out this part that is edible, this, but don't cut this because at the end we want to be able to easily pick it up and throw it away. Okay, so next we're going to grill the pickled veggie. It's on medium heat, and then start with medium heat because they're pretty watery at the moment, and then later on we'll go back to low heat. We need to basically heat out all the water in there, because now they wouldn't have good flavor. Need to grill out all the water so the flavor will be good. So we'll heat it until we feel that the pickles are lighter, meaning the waters are gone, and you can smell the pickled veggie. It's gonna take a while. You have to do it slowly because you want it to dry up, but you don't want it to burn. So see, the pan is heating up, right? So immediately I won't go high heat anymore. I go like medium heat and let it slowly do its job. And in the meantime, I will chop a couple of garlic. just 1 clove of garlic per belly, or per around half of this is good enough, because we don't want to taste garlic, but we want garlic to be in there to help with the flavor. And we'll put 1 of these in each dish. The garlic, just smash them, right? And then cut them into little pieces. Not so fine that it's a paste, but you want it to be quite fine, meaning at the end you won't be able to see them. You don't want to taste them, you don't want to see them, but you want them to be there. Fit a little bit. Let the steam come out. And you don't want oil in there right now. That's why I switched to this pan and not use the wok. You want a clean pan or wok to do this. I suppose you can also bake them in the oven to dry them, but I don't know if that would be any easier. Move them once in a while. Make sure they don't burn and let the steam come off so the water escapes. If you see any piece stuck together, open them up. Also allow the water to come out. Oh, already smells so good. But not ready. Probably another 10-15 minutes. Need it to be like quite dry. You will feel that it's light when you move it with your spatula. Okay, so after around 15 minutes of doing this, the pickle are much lighter, you see? Like, so that's good enough. Don't need it to be completely dry. Now we turn heat a bit higher, and then we put cooking wine in there. Good. Some space. A little bit of oil for the garlic. When the garlic flavor come out, we mix. Now take a little piece of the pickle to get a sense on how salty it is. So mine is not that salty actually. So I'm gonna put quite a bit of flavor in there. One overheating a little. Okay, and then put some water. Okay. And some soy sauce. Now I have another taste. See if it's salty enough. Yep, salty enough. So not sweet enough though, so we're gonna put some sugar and some oyster sauce in there. And then turn it high. Some chicken powder. A little bit of white pepper powder. Try again. How's the flavor now? Not sweet enough. The cocktail, the sugar melt. Okay, the sugars are largely melted. So we're gonna try again. Final adjustment. Okay, before the sugar, it seems to be salty enough, but after the sugar, because it's kind of working, like, we need a pinch of salt in there. Pretty sure that's good enough. Okay, turn off heat and just let the salt melt in there. Okay, so next we are going to deep fry this. We need to deep fry with the skin face down, and it's going to be quite explosive. So we are going to use this, like put it down immediately, cover it, and then walk away. Okay. It may splash like crazy. So now the oil's heating up. We want high heat. You can see, we can hear that it's making those sounds. Means it's not ready yet. Okay, but it's getting there. So we want at least 180. Hopefully 190, 200, as high heat as possible. 170. See, the sound is gone. Means it's almost. When the sound is gone, it's like around 180. See, 180. And we let wait for a bit more. 190 to 200 would be best. So you want to do this with relatively new oil, so not really old oil, because really old oil cannot reach this temperature. 194, 5, okay, good. Okay, so, you ready? Very careful, okay? Like, it will splash like crazy. Okay, I walk away. So to reduce the splashing as much as possible, you want to dry the meat as much as possible, but still it's not gonna be dry enough. It's splashing in there like crazy. Open a bit that side, don't open this side, okay? Let the steam come out. Then there's less water, then the splashing will be gone faster. Okay, when you hear the splashing reduce a little bit, so like normal deep fry sound, not like earlier crazy, then we can flip it to deep fry the other side for a little bit. Okay. Crazy. I'm scared, actually. This is dangerous. better. I'm flipping them like sideways to kind of fry the side a little bit. So let it drink some oil and then let this reheat for the second piece. See what temperature is this now. Actually it's enough, it's already 200 something. So I can actually turn it down a little bit because it was like 220. That one we can grab to the chopping board. Hey. Good. See, I got splashed. off heat, and then immediately take oil off heat or it will keep burning. Try to cool down the oil so they burn as little as possible. Okay, now we are going to cut this into slices. Around maybe this thick or a bit thinner, kind of up to you, but I like it around this thick, like my finger. Like this. Okay, after that, you see the inside there still pretty like no color, right? So now we add a bit of color for them. Bit of black soy sauce. Okay. Oyster sauce. Sugar. To give it color and some flavor, and some water. Okay. Pretty good. Light, but it's like light, not heavy, and not salty. So no regular soy sauce, just dark soy sauce, oyster sauce, and sugar. Dry. Okay. Soak it in. And then the skin side face down, okay? Skin side face down. Okay, and then we'll cover the meat with this pickled veggie. Okay. So the meat is submerged in the sauce and covered by the pickle. Yeah. And then one of these each at the bottom. That's it. Okay, so now these are ready. And next step is to cover them with a dish and steam them for at least 2 hours. At least, okay, minimum. I'm gonna do 2.5 hour first round and then let it settle down. So let the sauce soak for a while until it cool down. And then I steam again for maybe another 1.5 hours. Or you can actually steam for like 2 hours, let it cool down, and you can freeze them. Okay? And when you want to eat them, you can take it out, just steam for another 2 hours. And then it's fine. But I'm gonna do 2.5 hours. Actually, I will freeze one of them and I will finish the other one. Okay, so now we're gonna steam them. Okay, like that. And we grab a dish. Put on top. This is not big enough. Grab dish to put on top so the steaming water won't drip into the dish and dilute the flavor. And there's a useful case for this. So plastic wrap, you could, but you'll need a dish after later. Later anyway. And plastic wrap, I don't know if it can sustain high heat for like few hours. So it's best to use a dish. Okay. And we have high heat. When it starts boiling, count for 2 hours minimum. Okay? Oh, and every once in a while, like every hour, you want to kind of like open this up a little bit to release the steam a little bit. And also to add more water in there. Okay, I steamed it for around 2.5 hours. So now we turn the heat off and just let it cool down. And after it's cooled down, I will wrap one up and freeze it. And the other one, then I can steam for another maybe 1.5 hours, and then it's ready to eat. Alright, so I let it sit there for a night so everything's cooled down, okay? and we take one out. Something like this, and then we'll wrap it. And then the other one will steam for another 2 hours also. Around-ish, doesn't really matter. Actually, the longer the better. It could like 3 hours, 4 hours, same. So I'm just gonna turn it up when it boils. I will turn the heat down a little bit, not so much, so it has to keep boiling, and then you can do whatever, right? I'm gonna take a shower. Okay, so I steamed it for another 2-3 hours. I don't know, I lost count. So now we turn it off. Okay. Okay, so we are going to pour the extra sauce in there to reduce. Be careful, it's really hot. And next, we're going to cover this. Start reducing over here. No need to reduce it to like thick. Just reduce it by a little bit. It's fine. Maybe half. Like reduce it into half is good enough. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to flip this over. Remember when I put the meat in, it's the skin side face down, right? So once we turn it over, then it will be facing up and hopefully look pretty. So it's easy, it's harder to go like this and then put it down. It's easier to go like this and then put it down. Okay. One. Okay, let's pray. Do prayer. Don't mess up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's okay. It's supposed to be like stick together a bit more, but it's pretty good. Maybe a little smaller dish actually. It looks so good. Okay, let's do it. get some sauce. Look how it melt like butter by chopstick. That's how soft it is. Have some rice too with the sauce. Okay, my turn. More pickle. Another bite. Please see my pork belly video to see how to clean and pre-cook the pork belly. In summary, my dish is indistinguishable from the dish from a restaurant in Hong Kong. It tastes wonderful. My dad requests one for his friend who runs a Chinese restaurant. It looks fancy. It can be steamed to halfway, froze, and finish steaming after months. It is not scalable. Only the pre-cook and steaming part are scalable if you have some commercial-sized pot and steamer. I saved over 50% making this at home. It can easily take more than 3 hours for prepping and cleaning. In terms of techniques, this is probably the most difficult dish in my cookbook. It requires searing, boiling, steaming, stir-frying, and deep frying. Also, the deep frying part is dangerous. So, this dish definitely deserves a 5 stars in terms of techniques required. I would not recommend new to intermediate learner to attempt this dish. It does not take too many ingredients and all of them are very common except for the pickled veggie. Try to find one that is made in Hong Kong, not China, that is not already chopped. Tools required are somewhat substitutable, but it will be painful. I think it would be worth it to make just one dish, which is enough for 4 adult meals, because it is very difficult to find this dish well made at restaurants for a few reasons. One, it takes too much labor to make. If made properly, it would probably cost as much as a 2.5 pounds lobster with noodles at a restaurant. 2. Most people are made to believe that it is unhealthy, which is true if the dish is not well made. 3. Most people prefer dishes that are good for posting on social media to get likes over taste these days. And in terms of cooking, it would take 4 to 5 hours to cook the dish. I would like to thank 職人吹水星星師傅 for the recipe. I'll link his video in the description. I would also like to thank Raymond for letting me use his music and performances. Finally, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.